Welcome on into episode 2 of my Pokemon Leaf Green Nuzlocke here on the channel. In the last episode we got our starter Pokemon, which was Bulbasaur, and we also caught 2 new Pokemon for our party, being Rattata and Mankey. And off camera I went ahead and did some grinding, leveled them up so that we'd be in good shape to face our rival Gary today. And we are also going to try to get through Viridian Forest today as well, and hopefully add some new members to the squad. So before we jump right into it here, I'll do a quick team recap for you guys. So we have Templeton, our Rattata, level 11, Serious Nature, with Quick Attack, Tail Whip, and Tackle. Then we have Rhonda, our female Mankey, at level 11, Modest Nature, unfortunately, with Low Kick, Karate Chop, Scratch, and Leer. And last but not least, our MVP, Toph the Bulbasaur, at level 12, Lonely Nature, with Vine Whip, Leech Seed, Tackle, and Growl. And if memory does serve me correctly, Gary should be leading off with a Pidgey, which is why I put Rattata out in front, because part of the Nuzlocke rules is we can't freely switch into Pokemons without taking a hit, basically. So, hey Chappy, you're off to the Pokemon League? Forget about it. You probably don't have any badges, do you? The guard won't let you through without them. By the way, did your Pokemon get any stronger? You're gonna find out, son. You're gonna learn today. Alright, Gary. Yep, Pidgey. That memory did serve me correct. Awesome. Good thing we got the homie Templeton here. And Quick Attack, I found out, I always knew it was 40 damage, but I thought Tackle was too. It turns out in these Gen 3 games, Tackle is actually 35. So, Quick Attack is actually a little bit better, sliver bit better than Tackle there. And we are getting nerfed here by Sand Attack. There we go, Templeton with the crit. That's the boy, let's go. And now, of course, he'll send out his starter Charmander. And I think Templeton can handle him too, but we can always swap out if we have to. Don't like the fact that he's starting to nerf our attacks. And okay, that does no damage, dude. Templeton's a tank. So, you guys are probably wondering with the level cap, like, oh, why did you level your Pokemon higher than Gary's highest level? And honestly, I did it because I wanted to make sure, 1, we didn't lose any party members, and 2, I'm only doing that for the gym leaders, alright? I don't care what Gary's Pokemon are at. Now, if we're on par for the gym leaders, that's the main part of the game. Like, that's the main focus. You know, it's not these little side battles and stuff with Gary, so. And Gary's Pokemon are only 2 levels weaker than us, so it's not like I could have maxed them out and put all of our Pokemon up to like level 16 or 20. But I stopped at 11 and 12, so. And we got 144 bucks. I heard the Pokemon League is crawling with tough trainers. I have to figure out how to get past them. You should quit dawdling and get a move on. And don't worry about us, we beat you, dude. Our Pokemon are far superior to yours, even though everybody except for Templeton has a hindering nature, so. But we got through that, a-okay, and now we can make our way. We'll heal, we'll get some last-minute provisions, and then we will make our way over to the Great Viridian Forest, where I'm hoping personally that we get a Caterpie, but like I said in the last episode, we'll probably get a Weedle. Actually, the greatest thing of all would be for us to get a Pikachu. That would be pretty sweet to add Pikachu to the squad, because then, once we get to Celadon, we can evolve it into Raichu, and having a Raichu on the team would be amazing. That'd be so great to have an electric Pokemon that early. Well, I guess that is like halfway through the game almost, so, eh. So we can only get antidotes. We have 7, and we do pick one up, I think, in the forest. So I'll just focus on buying Pokeballs for now. So that way we will definitely have enough ammunition to throw at whatever Pokemon we get. And now the next question I have to try and figure out is, who do I want to lead off with? Because I don't want to... Rattata's got the weakest attack. Yeah, physical or special. Rattata is the weakest, so I guess I guess Templeton is going to be who we're going to lead off with, and honestly, my strategy is going to be to just not even hit them. I'm going to try to just throw Pokeballs at them. Well, now, I've had my coffee, and that's what I need to get going. What is that red box you have? Ah, so you're working on a Pokedex. Then let me give you a word of advice. Whenever you catch a Pokemon, the Pokedex automatically updates its data. You don't know how to catch a Pokemon? I suppose I had better show you then. And this is like the generic NPC that blocks you for whatever from moving on in all the games pretty much for a little bit. They give you the stupid tutorial. It is what it is. Can't really do much about it. But that is pretty impressive that the dude throws one Pokeball and gets a level 5 Weedle. That's pretty impressive. Usually they'll kick out of those, so... There, now tell me, what was that was educational, was it not? And here, take this too. Peachy TV, something we are never going to use. If there's something you don't understand, watch that. It will teach you about the basics of being a Pokemon trainer. Alright, thanks, Grandpa. Alrighty, Route 2... Okay, so this is a new route, technically, because we've only been to Route 1 and Route 22. So this is a new route. We can get a new encounter. It can't be a Rattata, and it can't be a Mankey. So if we get a Pidgey, we could do that. If we get a Spearow, we could try to do that too. So that's dupes, because we already have a Rattata. So we can try to re-roll here for something else. Ooh, and we could actually probably use this new Pokemon too to help us catch something in the forest. Okay, if these are just going to be Rattatas, then I'll skip it, because I can't remember if Route 2 extends past Viridian Forest. It might. I don't remember, though. I'd have to look on the map. Okay, Pidgey, so that's new. Alright, so... Dude, what is up with this? Level 2 and another female Pokemon. That's kind of crazy, dude. I swear, the odds of getting... The male-female ratio, I think, is like... I don't know if it's like 20-80 or like 30-70, but it's not very common. I mean, I guess it's a good thing, because we can't be like... I don't think Attract will really work, because most of them don't have it. Most, like, male Pokemon, especially, like, you know, in the game, they don't bother to teach them Attract. Alright, so Pidgey. A common sight in forests and woods. It flaps its wings at ground level to kick up blinding sand. What should we name Pidgey? Pidgey, I will name you... I don't know why, but I want to name it Fudge, so I'm going to name it Fudge. You will be henceforth known as Fudge, the Pidgey. And technically the Pidgeot, if I can get you that strong. And it didn't lose any of its HP, so that's good. Bold nature. Dude, another hindering nature. Yeah, that makes sense. It wouldn't be my squad of Pokemon if we didn't have one that is, It wouldn't be willing to join my team if it's not a negative nature, dude. I don't think any of these... They don't give you anything, I'm pretty sure. Alright. Viridian Forest. Where do we want to try and get our encounter? That's the question. I mean, ideally, if you want Pikachu, you kind of want to aim higher up, but... I want to get the items that are in here that you can grab, so I guess I'm just going to risk it. Sweet, got a Pokeball. Alright, this is our Viridian encounter. Kakuna. Oh, dude. Oh, man. That sucks. I mean, at least it's not going to damage us. Bro, a Cocoon... I haven't used a Beedrill in I don't even know how long. It's legit been, like... It's been at least a good 15 years, if not longer, since I've probably used a Beedrill. Man, what am I gonna name it? What's a good name for Beedrill? I don't know. Almost incapable of moving, this Pokemon can only harden its shell to protect itself when it is in danger. Kakuna, bro. What do I want to name you? Beedrill, it's male. Bumblebee's too generic, I feel like. Beedrill is like decent attack, decent speed, but it's a glass cannon. Wasp, Stingray, Sting? Maybe just name it Sting after like the old, there's like an old, I don't know if he was ever a WWF wrestler or if he was strictly like an AEW guy, but Sting isn't, I mean, that's not bad. I'm gonna go with Sting. Something you guys are gonna know or learn if you haven't picked up on it now. I'm not that great at naming Pokemon. I generally don't do it. So, yeah, we'll go with Sting. And we'll check out Sting's nature here real quick. Bashful, so it's neutral, so we'll take that. So 2 out of our 5 party members are neutral natures, so we do like to see that. That actually makes a pretty good case for keeping Beedrill on our team long term if it'll stay alive. And honestly, I'm happy that it was a Kakuna versus a Weedle, because Weedle has the chance to poison us. Kakuna can't do anything to us except harden, so it's going to be a little annoying trying to train it off camera, but I'll get it taken care of. So I think Brock, I wrote it down, Brock's highest Pokemon is level 14, so we should have a Beedrill by then, because I think we get Beedrill at like level 10. So, ooh, Metapod. Metapod would have also been very nice to add to the team. Very nice. But that's okay. We'll rock out with Weedle, and we'll sell, or Weedle, Kakuna, and we'll sell that potion off once we get to Pewter. The evolution, though, is gonna take place off camera, unfortunately, so you guys won't see Sting in his Beedrill evolution until next episode, but that's alright. Let's see here. Quick attack. Templeton. Whoop, whoop. And part of my strategy here too, getting through this forest, is I did want to clear it, or at least as much of it as I can with Templeton, because him and Rhonda are Mankey. They both have very high experience bars, so they need a lot of points to level up, especially compared to Bulbasaur. And I wanted to keep, or make sure that Mankey and Top, our Bulbasaur, survived and were around so we can use them to easily body Brock. So I'm hoping that Templeton here can just be a super trooper and just knock through all these guys for us here real quick. So, we'll see. I don't like the fact that we keep having to face these Weedles, but... Alright, come on, no poison, no poison, no poison. Yes! Come on, come on, come on. Let's go, Templeton. Let's clean house, bro. Let's clean house. Level 12. And we can still use Templeton, technically, you know? He's not... We can use Pokemon up to level 14, so... You know... Once they're 15 or higher, then we can't use them against Brock. But everything up to that, we could use them, so... Awesome! And a Kakuna, so it doesn't matter. Let's go! Templeton! Something I thought about today... Oop, sorry about that. I thought about this earlier today, too, like... Usually when I play through these games and I get those ethers, I usually stick them in my, like the PC at the Pokemon Center, basically. The box at the Pokemon Center. so that I can save them later on for like the Elite Four and stuff, but we might actually need to use those at some point during this Nuzlocke, because eventually some of our Pokemon are probably going to run out of moves or get pretty close to that, so yeah. Definitely something to think about. Good old Caterpie. Caterpie can't hurt us. Caterpie's our friend. Would have been nice to have a Caterpie, but you know, whatever, you know, we'll take... I'm just happy that Beedrill's neutral nature, at least. That's the bright side. That actually makes using a Beedrill more viable. And I think, too, with these Gen 3 games, I could actually teach it, like, Hyper Beam, probably. And that's going to be... In, like, later generations, it's a special move, but in these games, it's physical, so... That's going to actually hit pretty hard if I can teach him Hyper Beam. Worst case scenario, there is another generic physical TM move that does like base 70 that I'm probably going to teach a good amount of our Pokemon, but you guys will find out about that down the road once we get to Celadon City. So until then, we'll use, you know, whatever we got, so don't even worry about it. It'll be alright. Did you know that Pokemon evolve? No, bro, I had no clue. That's why I have a Kakuna on the squad. Oh, man. Some of the dialogue for these guys is just too much. Harden. It's times like this that I wish I had Charmeleon or Charmander, so I could just burn right through all these guys, but that's alright. Templeton's getting some much-needed experience. This is good for him. We love to see it. He learned Hyper Fang. Oh, that is so good. Hyper Fang, if I'm not mistaken, I think it does 50% of whatever the opposing Pokemon's HP is. I think it's Hyper Fang. That might be Super Fang. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's Hyper Fang, though. I'd have to look it up here real quick. Well, let's give it a test drive. Let's see what Hyper Fang does. Oh, sure. He's gonna miss it. Isn't Hyper Fang 100% accurate? What are we doing? Come on, Templeton. Attaboy. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's not Hyper Fang then. It's gotta be Super Fang. So Hyper Fang must be... That's crazy then. Hyper Fang must do some insane damage. And to learn that move at only level 13? That's crazy. What is it? Let's take a look here. What does it do? It does 80 power, 90 accuracy, so that's why we missed. And it has a chance to flinch. Bro. That is insane. Templeton is gonna be OP, man. Wow. I don't think I've ever used Eradicate either through, like, a playthrough. I mean, this is a Nuzlocke, but essentially the same thing. That's crazy. Hyper Fang at level 13. Huh. I'll take it, though. Makes our team much more formidable. Weedle. Yeah, I don't like seeing that. Come on, knock him out. That's my boy. Let's go, Templeton. We don't get poisoned out here either. We stay out here biting poisonous bugs. We don't get poisoned. Poison's for the weak. And we made it through Viridian without even getting poisoned. How about that? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so Route 2 does extend up here. I wasn't sure about that. Alright, and we safely made it to Pewter City. I think maybe I said Viridian earlier. My apologies for that. So, but I'm going to wrap up the episode here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. In the next episode, we will be taking on Brock. I will be doing some grinding off camera, so the next time you see me and see episode number 3, hopefully, well, Sting will be a Beedrill, and we are going to give Brock the swiftness. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace!